What if our solar system never had one of the largest and one of the smallest planets? Well, I'm talking about Mars and Jupiter. What if they didn't exist? Ever wondered? Jupiter is a gas giant. It is the largest planet in the solar system, approximately 318 times massive than the Earth. If the mass of all the other planets in the solar system were combined into one superplanet, Jupiter would still be 2.5 times as large. This massive size is the reason Jupiter is serving as the savior of us for billions of years. In most solar systems, larger planets orbit closer to their star, but it's the opposite in ours. So why is that? Well, scientists are not quite sure. Some scientists believe that when our solar system was young, Sun was potentially surrounded by super earthy rocky planets. But later on, our good old friend Jupiter came in, whose gravitational pull changed the orbits of the planet, causing them to collide with one another and smash them into pieces. Some of them hurtled into the sun. However, after Jupiter later settled in the solar system, remaining pieces of those planets came together and formed the rocky planets we know today: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Now the question arises, how is it helping our Earth's existence? Well, some astronomers believe that one of the reasons Earth is habitable because the gravity of Jupiter does help protect us from asteroids and comets. Long-period comets, in particular, enter the solar system from its outer reaches. Jupiter's gravity is thought to sling most of these fast-moving ice balls out of the solar system before they can get close to Earth. So long-period comets are thought to strike Earth only on very long timescales of millions or tens of millions of years. Without Jupiter nearby, long-period comets would collide with our planet much more frequently. So Jupiter is our savior to some extent. Now, think of a situation where you wake up and get to know that your surrounding is collapsing. Well, if Jupiter suddenly disappears, all the bodies orbiting Jupiter will be flung into space with high velocities, and some may actually hit Earth and would possibly cause a mass extinction event. If Jupiter disappears, these asteroids may also be flung to the inner solar system and wreak havoc. Now, let us talk about the Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, and the second smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury. Suppose our beloved red ball, i.e. Mars, is vaporized by aliens. How will it affect us? Assume that the core of Mars exploded, sending the debris flying in all directions, and that some would pass close by, but not hit Earth. How would it affect Earth's orbit? Well, the answer is yes and no. Confused? You must be. We think of our solar system as a big family of celestial objects that interact with each other in various ways. All the plane bodies live in perfect cohesion within the solar system, one of the critical factors that allow life to flourish on Earth. Being 1/10 the mass of Earth, its gravitational attraction has mild effect on Earth and its orbit, so physically nothing. There would be no readily discernible physical effect on the Earth or its inhabitants if Mars suddenly disappears. But, in long term, Mars' disappearance from our solar system, along with its minute effects on our solar system, will create a havoc between the planets. This may lead to the dislocation of our planet from its orbit according to the law of physics. The asteroid belt, a massive belt of asteroids that lies between Mars and Jupiter, actually poses the greatest threat to Earth. The asteroids are firmly held by Jupiter's gravity, but sometimes, due to an effect called gravity resonance, they get pushed out of orbit. The Sun, exerting its huge gravity on this anomaly, pulls the asteroid towards it. Here, Mars' gravity comes into play. Mars acts as a slingshot and hurtles the asteroids towards Earth. Even though these asteroids may fly by with several million miles to spare, Mars does increase the probability of Earth-bound asteroids. So, the disappearance of Jupiter will create a much prominent short-term effect, but in long-term. And both will slowly take our solar system to the point where all the planets will collapse on the massive fireball of our solar system, from where everything started. This absurd science is still under research. Do storm your thoughts in the comments section.